Hi everyone, welcome to Doggy Discourse. My name is Mary, I am your canine counselor. For those of you who have been with me since Heart of the Dog, welcome back. I'm so glad you're still here. For those of you who are new to my content, maybe haven't heard my podcast, I'm so excited that you're joining the community. I developed Heart of the Dog and now Doggy Discourse as a way to help people like myself learn more about their dogs and improve upon their relationship with their dogs. I got my first dog as an adult in 2020. And as anybody in this world can tell you, 2020 was a crazy year. And my wonderful 5-year-old Storm has a lot of reactivity issues. And she struggled a lot because of the lockdown, because of her natural fear base. She had a lot of things stacked up against her. And that forced me to go searching for resources, for information on what I was dealing with and how I could help her. And I found the information resources lacking, especially ones that I felt like I could trust. There is a lot of information out there. It is the internet. The internet is worldwide. But I had trouble trusting a lot of the stuff that I was reading. And the things that I tried worked to some extent, but not entirely. And after a year or two of really working and striving and trying to find answers to help her navigate the human world. You're okay, Storm. Hi. Speak of the devil. Go ahead. Get down. Yeah, good job. I built my own information database and I started sharing it with people who I had made contact with in different communities. And they all had the same thing to say. Mary, you should really be a dog trainer. And I resisted that for a long time. And yet the more people I helped with their animals, the more it became evident that I, maybe should explore dog training a little bit. I have helped a number of private clients improve their relationship with their dogs, and I hope by creating an online safe space for people, I can help more people. I have recently found myself unemployed and am taking the risk. So I hope that you find my content interesting and informative and helpful. And I hope that you choose to stay and be a part of my community, because I'm really trying to build an online community where people who are struggling with similar experiences with their dogs, with their animals, can find some sort of community and understanding and maybe even answers. This content isn't going to be perfect. I am taking a page out of some of the other content creators on YouTube that I absorb and watch and consume their content. And I'm doing my best to make sure that this is as low effort as I can while I'm looking for other work, because, I do have bills to pay. So I am making this in what I hope to be a no-edit style. Which means that I'm going to stumble over my words. I'm going to, maybe say something and then take a step back and go, wait, that's not how I meant to word it, or that doesn't elaborate in a way that I want. And I hope that the transparency of this filming style will help people feel more aligned, more in tune. I hope that it will make it feel more accessible to people. I think a lot of really great dog trainers exist on the internet, and I think it's really easy to look great when you edit. And so I'm hoping to achieve a little more of a transparent style for my content, in a way that will allow my viewers and my followers and my community to really see what I'm working with. So that is a synopsis of where I'm heading with this content, which is slightly different, well, very different from the way I was running my podcast previously. The podcast, Heart of the Dog, was rebranded into Doggy Discourse at some point in the last 2 years. I wish I could give you a better timeline, but my life over the last 3 years has been a little nuts. And so timelines are kind of running together in my head. But I'm really, really hoping to revive the spirit of Heart of the Dog. Heart of the Dog was started because, as I mentioned, I didn't feel like I found a lot of trustworthy resources online to help me manage storms, reactivity, and behavioral challenges. And, some of the information that I found online really did help. It was a really good start, and some of it I tried and it didn't work, because every dog is different. Every person is different. Every dog is different. Not everything that works for one dog is going to work for another, which was a lesson that I learned with my second dog, Jubilee. You might be noticing a naming convention. I've learned a lot through both of them, and I hope that between all of the research I've done and all of the work I've done with them and with clients, I can help people improve upon their relationship with their animal. Now, all of that being said, you will see tools in my content, such as prong collars, e-collars, and the like. I understand that those are controversial things in the dog training community, and I understand why they're controversial. I personally believe that any tool can be harmful to an animal if you use it inappropriately. So I advocate for appropriate use of tools with proper education on how to use them appropriately. And I use tools with my personal animals as well as my clients. So if tools are not something that you are open to learning about, or are interested in hearing anything about, that's totally cool. I understand my content may not be for you. And I hope that you can find answers in the content that is for you. But if you are willing to stay and hang out and learn, I'm hoping to be able to provide a little more education and information on how tools can be used appropriately, effectively, and in ways that can help you change your communication with your dog. I have loved dogs since I was a child, and I love the feeling of watching an animal succeed and learn how to operate within our world. We as humans put a lot on our animals, and we put a lot of expectations on our dogs. And we don't always do a great job at communicating those expectations. And so I think that, along with educating on different training methodologies and different training tools, my goal is to help people understand how to better their relationship with their dog. I can firmly and confidently say that I would not be here had it not been for Storm. She got me through the worst of 2020 and through a lot of really tough times. And if it weren't for them, for both Storm and Jubilee, I don't think I would be here talking to this camera and to you, and to you today. I want nothing more than to see my clients succeed with their animals. And I'm currently working with Malinois and his owners, and in the last 5 weeks, I've seen a completely different dog. And he understands the boundaries, and he understands, yes means yes and no means no. And it's just so wonderful to see the communication grow between owner and animal, or pet parent and dog. Along with, sorry for the pause, along with teaching you about the different tools and about different training methodologies, I will also be going over different resources in different formats. I have a lot of books that I have used in my personal life and that have been recommended to me and that I've recommended to other people that are wonderful resources to help you understand what your dog is trying to communicate. And I have lots of different media sources. I consume a lot of different content about dogs and their behavior and how different trainers handle different behaviors. And so I have a lot of data gathered is a really good way to put it, I guess. And I'm hoping to be able to build a community to share it with, because I think if we work together, we can make the world a better place for our animals. And I'm sure that there's more that I had to say, or more that I could say, but I think I'll leave it there. So if all of that sounds like content that you would be interested in and that you would like to absorb, please click that follow button. Like I said, I found myself recently unemployed, and I'm really trying to invest in myself and the things that I really love, like helping animals and their owners. So if this sounds like your thing, welcome to the community. I'm so excited to have you. If this doesn't sound like your thing, thank you so much for your time and for giving it a shot. And I hope you find the information and answers that you want in a different community, because there's a community for everyone, right? So, moving forward, this is kind of a one-off episode so that everyone can get a feel of what this channel and this content is going to be about, and make an educated decision on if they want to participate with it or not. So the next episode will be on a topic I haven't decided on yet. Again, full transparency here. And we'll be starting with our weekly training challenges at the end of the first episodes of the week. I'll put out a training challenge for the week, and we'll go from there. So I hope you join me, and I'll see you in the next video.